Tom Siebel joining us right now. He is the CEO over at C3 AI. And Tom, this was a good quarter all around. The forecast also looked good. Still a lot of questions going forward about the sustainability of some of these gains we've seen in that revenue growth.
Hello, Romain.
Yeah, and how do you sustain that, Tom?
Well, this this transition into this AI market is not an ephemeral event. This is a secular change in application software, and AI is going to permeate everything we do across the enterprise. And so I think we sustain that growth simply by growing into this kind of unprecedented demand for AI software applications that is very real, generates very real savings for these companies. And this is not ephemeral. Might be the largest event we've seen in the history of enterprise application software.
Yeah.
And C3 is a major player in that space.
And there's a question here about how you position around that with regards to the pricing strategy the C3 AI takes. You guys have been shifting to that more consumption-based pricing strategy. I know there's always going to be hiccups as you make a transition from one strategy to the next year, but how far along are you in that, and what's been the response that you've gotten from customers?
I think the transition to consumption-based pricing has been smooth. It's been exactly as predicted, and we're well into it. The bottom line is we're here to meet the needs of the customer. And if the customer wants to buy on consumption-based pricing, we're happy to engage in an arrangement that way. However, if they want to buy on subscription-based pricing and make a multi-year commitment, as many of our customers do, we're happy to do that also. So, we're pricing our products structurally however the customers want them.
You rely on the government, the public sector, for a lot of your revenue. Are they among the ones who are requesting or demanding a consumption-based pricing model?
Well, typically, it depends. State and local government, we see consumption-based pricing models. When we get into the federal government, they tend to license year to year because they have 12 months budget cycles. So we haven't historically relied on government as a major sector of our business, but I'd say in the last couple of years, public sector has been extremely rapidly growing. I think federal government has increased, 100% year over year. State and local government might have increased more than that.
So you could say that the change in pricing reflects, as you mentioned, the demands of the customers, which is also changing as well. C3 just announced a new CFO last night. This would be at least the 10th person to hold the role, I believe, since 2015. And it does raise some questions among investors. Why is there so much turnover in this role?
I'm not really certain that's accurate. There's a 10th person since 2015. Our current CFO has been here for the last 3 years, Juho Parkkinen, incredibly talented guy, made a huge contribution to the company. He stays with the company. He continues as VP of Finance. And our Chief Accounting Officer, who is a very experienced partner out of E&Y, assumes the role of CFO. So we're in a position to continue to run a highly efficient finance and accounting organization and deliver pristine financial statements. So it's all good.
Is the management of this company right now, Tom, your vision for this company and whatever help you get from your deputies there, to stay a standalone company? Have you been approached at all by any other bigger firms?
Well, we actually, in the past, we have been approached, but, we have an incredibly strong management team. We have an unbelievably strong group of human capital with a, very, very hard work ethic. And we're running this business as a standalone business. It's our goal to establish and maintain a market leadership position in enterprise application software globally. And I think there's some probability we might achieve that mission.